I can't believe I'm about to show you the top 10 cities in Europe. This is gonna be epic. Guys, you won't believe the insane adventures we're about to go on. We're talking about some of the most incredible places you've ever seen. Are you ready to explore the best of Europe? Let's go! First up, we've got Paris, and let me tell you, it's absolutely crazy. The Eiffel Tower is even bigger in person. You've got to see it to believe it. We climbed all the way to the top, and the view, insane. You can see the entire city from up there. But that's not all, guys. We hit up the Louvre, and check this out. The Mona Lisa is way smaller than you'd think. But the museum is huge. We spent hours exploring, and there's still so much we didn't see. Oh, and don't even get me started on the food. The cafes here are next level. Next up is Rome, and guys, this place is like stepping into a history book, but way cooler. The Colosseum is massive. We actually raced each other around it. Can you believe people used to watch gladiator fights here? It's insane. Then we checked out Vatican City, the Sistine Chapel, mind-blowing. Michelangelo must have had a serious neckache after painting that ceiling. And don't even get me started on the Roman Forum. It's like an ancient city within a city. We spent hours just wandering around, imagining what life was like thousands of years ago. Alright guys, Barcelona is next, and it's absolutely wild. The Sagrada Familia will blow your mind. It's been under construction for over 100 years and it's still not finished. We climbed to the top of one of the towers and the view was insane. You can see the whole city, but that's not all. We went to Park Güell and it's like stepping into a fairy tale. Gaudi's designs are so crazy it's like he was from another planet. And La Rambla, it's this long street full of street performers, shops and restaurants. We had a blast just walking up and down, checking out all the action. Next stop, Venice. Guys, this entire city is built on water. How crazy is that? We took a gondola ride through the canals and it felt like we were in a movie. The buildings are so close together you can almost touch them from the boat. We also checked out St. Mark's Basilica and it's absolutely stunning. The gold mosaics inside will make your jaw drop. And the Grand Canal. It's like a highway, but for boats. We saw everything from tiny gondolas to massive water taxis zooming by. Venice is like nowhere else on Earth. Amsterdam is up next, and guys, there are more bikes here than people. It's insane. We rented bikes and rode all around the city. It's the best way to see everything, and it's so much fun. Just watch out for the tram tracks. I may or may not have wiped out once or twice. We also visited the Anne Frank house, which was a really powerful experience. And the Van Gogh Museum? It's incredible to see all those famous paintings up close. But my favorite part was just cruising along the canals. The houses are so narrow and tilted it looks like they're about to fall over. Berlin is next on our list, and wow, what a city. The history here is intense. We saw the Brandenburg Gate, which is massive in person, and parts of the Berlin Wall are still standing. We even got to write messages on the East Side Gallery. It's crazy to think about what this city has been through. But Berlin isn't just about history, it's super modern too. We checked out Museum Island, which has 5 world-class museums all in one place. And the nightlife here is insane. We stayed out until sunrise exploring all the cool clubs and bars. Berlin never sleeps. London, baby. This city is absolutely mad. We started at Big Ben and it's even more impressive in person. The Houses of Parliament look like something out of a fairy tale. And guess what? We actually saw the changing of the guard at Buckingham Palace. It was like watching a perfectly choreographed dance, but with horses. But London isn't all old school. We went up to the top of the Shard, and the view is insane. You can see the whole city laid out below you, and the food scene here is wild. We tried everything from traditional fish and chips to some of the best Indian food I've ever had. London's got it all. Vienna is next, and guys, this place is fancy. We visited Schönbrunn Palace and it's massive. The chandeliers in this place are bigger than my entire bedroom. Then we checked out St. Stephen's Cathedral, which is right in the heart of the city. The roof is covered in these colourful tiles that make amazing patterns. And we couldn't leave Vienna without seeing an opera at the State Opera House. I'll be honest, I didn't understand a word, but the music was incredible. Prague is like stepping into a storybook. We started at Charles Bridge, which is lined with these huge statues. At sunrise, with the mist coming off the river, it's like something out of a dream. Then we headed up to Prague Castle. This place is enormous. It's the largest ancient castle in the world. The view from up there is insane. And Old Town Square, it's like time travel. The astronomical clock is over 600 years old and still ticking. Last but definitely not least, we've got Lisbon. This city is a hidden gem. We started at Eiffel Tower, which looks like it's straight out of a fantasy movie. Then we explored the Alfama district, which is like a maze of narrow streets and colourful houses. But the highlight was definitely St. George's Castle. We climbed all the way to the top, and guys, the view is insane. You can see the whole city and the ocean beyond. And don't even get me started on the food. We tried pastéis de nata, these little custard tarts that are to die for. I probably ate about a dozen. Alright guys, you might think these big cities are all concrete and buildings, but check this out. Each of these places has some insane parks and gardens. In Paris, we chilled in the Luxembourg Gardens, and it felt like we were in the middle of the countryside. Now, let's talk about these crazy city views. Each of these places has its own unique skyline, and they're all mind-blowing. We saw London from the London Eye, and it was like the whole city was laid out just for us. And the view of Prague from Petrin Tower, absolutely insane. If you're into shopping, these cities will blow your mind. We hit up the Champs-Élysées in Paris, and it's like every fancy store in the world is on one street. And the Camden Market in London, it's huge. We spent hours just wandering around checking out all the crazy stuff for sale. Guys, the museums in these cities are next level. We saw the Mona Lisa at the Louvre, but that's just the beginning. The British Museum in London has stuff from all over the world. We even saw real mummies. And the Pergamon Museum in Berlin, they've got entire ancient buildings inside. Let's talk food, because these cities are a food lover's dream. We had the best pizza of our lives in Rome, amazing tapas in Barcelona. And don't even get me started on the cheese in Amsterdam. Oh, and we found this tiny restaurant in Lisbon that served seafood caught that morning. It was insane. We found the best views in every city, and guys, they're absolutely crazy. The view from the Eiffel Tower is insane, but have you seen Prague from the top of the TV tower? Or Lisbon from the Santa Justa lift? These places will make your jaw drop. Each of these cities has some seriously cool neighborhoods. We explored the Kreuzberg area in Berlin, and it's like an outdoor art gallery. And the Trastevere neighborhood in Rome. It's like stepping back in time, but with amazing restaurants on every corner. If you're looking for a good time, these cities have got you covered. We saw an amazing show at the Globe Theatre in London. It's just like it was in Shakespeare's time. And the clubs in Berlin, they're on another level. We partied until sunrise. Guys, if you can, try to visit during a festival. We caught the Carnival of Venice, and it was like stepping into another world. Everyone was wearing these incredible masks. And Oktoberfest in Munich. It's even crazier than you've heard. The beer steins are bigger than my head. And there you have it, guys. The top 10 cities in Europe, plus all the coolest stuff to do in each one. I still can't believe all the amazing things we saw. From the history of Rome to the craziness of Amsterdam, every city was unique and awesome in its own way. Which one was your favorite? Let me know in the comments. And don't forget to like and subscribe for more epic adventures. See you next time.